filled with holiday decorations. We're starting to see commercials promoting savings on things from CDs to cell phones.
And in this week's Compute This, the official launch of the 2012 holiday special from Schrock Innovations. This PC is faster and more sleek than ever.
That's right. Thor Schrock is here to tell us about it. Good morning, Thor.
Nice to
Good
see you.
morning.
Chrysanthemums and mums.
They're delicious.
Wait, you just eat them?
Well, no, I wouldn't have known the difference either.
We won't advocate that at home.
Yeah, exactly. Okay, so you got a big special. The holiday special is coming up, and it deals directly with a computer, right?
That's right. Now, every year, Schrock Innovations, we build computers all year long, and we build modular computers. And what that means is, when you want to upgrade them, we make sure that there are options. It has more power than it needs when we build it. It has more fans than it needs. It has more ports than it needs. You don't have to know the guts of your computer to know that if you buy a box store computer, your upgradability is severely restricted because they make money by selling you a new computer every 2 years on average, which is when most people upgrade or replace. Well, if you take upgrade away, they have to replace, and you sell more computers. At Schrock, we're a service company, so we focus on upgradability. And every year, we sell computers all year long, but every year we do a special right around the holiday season. And yes, it's not Thanksgiving yet. I haven't lost sight of that. In fact, every day I'm finding something to give thanks for, and every week on the radio shows. And we should do that here on the TV show. What are you thankful for today?
Right.
We should do that. We should do that.
But
I haven't lost sight of Thanksgiving, but the holiday special, the Christmas special that we have at Schrock Innovations is the biggest, baddest, most powerful computer that you can buy anywhere, and it's modular. So we're going to be 14 years into business here in January. So, we've been around long enough that we can safely say, because we have people who have purchased holiday specials roughly 10 years ago and are now replacing them. This computer is going to last you 10 years. And you don't have to replace it. You can upgrade it, which is amazing. So the biggest thing about computers is when people buy them, they buy a computer for what they're going to do with it right now. They're not thinking the technology is going to change or it's going to slow down eventually. My wife was looking at replacing her laptop. She has a Core i5 laptop, and she saw the new holiday special laptop, and she said, ooh. So, I'm showing her the spec. She goes, well, is this really better than mine? I'm like,
right, faster.
Right.
it's faster. It's just not just the components inside, but all the stuff that connects the components together is faster. And with the desktop computers, the upgradability adds huge options there. So when you're looking to buy a computer, you actually save more money in the long run if you buy the computer that's going to last you 10 years rather than a $500 computer you replace every 2 years.
Every 2 years, yeah. So is this a good PC for an entire family? What do you think for
Well,
this special?
the holiday special desktop is perfect for, you can do high-end gaming on it. You can do word processing and email on it. It goes from both ends of the spectrum. And the reason it can do that is it has a massive 8-core processor. To give you, most people don't know what cores and all that means, so basically...
quad-core was the buzzword.
Most things are still quad-core.
The last few years,
yeah, so quad-core is good. If you're really pushing it, you might get a 6-core. 8 cores is just nuts. 8-core is crazy. Most computers come with 4 to 6 gigs, maybe 8 gigs of RAM on a high end. This has 16. It can go up to 32 if you wanted to.
So if you have, let's say, a lot of us are taking pictures and all of that in these little video recorders now, and everything's digital, and those files get pretty large after a while. It can manage all of that easily.
Not only that, but we've had videographers test the holiday special. We've had people in audio, like radio stations, guys test it out. It will cut rendering times from video, something that would take a wedding video like 3 or 4 hours to render. And then if you've ever done video, you render it and you're like, oh, the lower third's not in the right place. So then you have to go back and scrap it, do it all again. Another 4 hours later, you get to look at it again. This thing can cut that rendering time to 20 to 30 minutes because it's got the solid state technology and the hard drive. So it's all around, it's much more computer than the average person
even
needs.
Business use, personal to business use.
That's the biggest use. We have businesses that want to come in and buy 4 or 5 of these.
But the rub is that it's so limited that when people start thinking about it between Thanksgiving and Christmas, during that period, you're going to be out of them.
Right. The big thing about the holiday special is if you're going to buy this computer from Dell, for example, we priced it out as close as we could get on Dell.com. It was like a $4,000 computer on Dell. Most people since the 80s haven't spent $4,000 on a computer, let's put that mildly. But this computer, we actually sell it at our cost, which is why we have limited quantities. You can't sell things that cost forever and stay in business, so we limit it to 150. This is the official launch today. We've already sold through 100 of them. We usually
You're
sell
doing
out before
150?
Christmas. And 150. We
Third
have 50
So you only
left.
have 50 left. Wow.
And so we always sell out before Christmas, but usually it's close, like the week before Christmas or something. This year, we're not sure we're going to make it through November on these, and they're priced at $14.99.
That's your cost again.
That's our
That's
cost. And so
why
you're getting a $4,000 computer that's going to last your family for 10 years for $14.99.
But
It's
it
an
seems-
unbelievable
It
value.
seems like this is more computer than people really need. So why should people that are light computer users consider this
Yep.
rather than a box store computer?
All right, let's roll back in the Wayback Machine. Turn back the clock. 5 years ago, let's just say 5 years ago, Netflix was still delivered to your mailbox 5 years ago. 5 years ago, you could still get your film processed, and you could still buy film at Walgreens. Now you have to get on the internet. It's like you're trying to buy illicit handguns or something. Like, I need some 35 millimeter film. So the technology has changed so much in the last 5 years. Blu-ray didn't exist 5 years ago.
Right.
So, all this stuff is changing. What do you think is going to happen in the next 5 years? We're already seeing printers, desktop printers that can print three-dimensional solid objects. Literally can print something you can hold in your hand or make use of in the kitchen. Wow. It is insane. Anything plastic you can print on a 3D printer. Now that stuff is out now. It's expensive, but it's coming. It's going to become more affordable.
And you just think, well, you'll be in another 5 years.
Yeah, and if you don't buy a computer that can handle that stuff 5 years from now, you're going to be replacing your computer.
Well, technology always seems to grow beyond our own imaginations.
Yes.
Can these specials be customized? I'm sure you're going to get that question.
Oh, absolutely. We can do everything. Now, this is a full computer. This is not just the tower. This is for $14.99. You're getting the tower, a 23-inch HD monitor, speakers, wireless keyboard, wireless mouse.
Everything you
It's
need.
the whole package.
So
Now, if
you're-
you don't need the whole
yeah.
package, we can take off the monitor, the keyboard, the mouse, things like that you don't need, save you a little bit of money.
Great.
If you want a bigger solid-state hard drive, it comes with 256 gigs. Most people are only using about 80 at
Yeah.
best,
Yeah.
unless you're the lovely Kimberly, and then you're using like 4 billion. She transfer
That's
my
your
data,
wife.
and I'm like,
That's your wife,
Yes,
the
that's
lovely
my wife.
Kimberly.
Lovely
So
Kimberly.
3 locations for Schrock Innovations, and as he said, they've already sold through 2/3 of this holiday special. But if you're interested in it, contact one of the 3 locations, and you see all of that information now for Village Point, Papillion, and finally Lincoln, SchrockInnovations.com, and also on Facebook. And they always putting specials and good info up on Facebook.
we're giving away a tablet on Facebook this month.
Hot dog.
Nexus 16 gig tablet.
are
All you
in
have to
the
do is
giving
become a
spirit.
fan.
Right, check out that Facebook
Well,
page.
and the thing is, we can still do Windows 7 on the holiday special desktops for a very limited time. We hoarded some Windows 7 licenses
so you
because
still
now
have
Windows
some.
8 is out.
Right.
If you don't want to go to Windows 8, you need to make a decision quickly while
But
we
you
still
can
have
do 8, yet again, another way to customize.
Either way you want. Take a look at them. They're dual booting right now in the service centers. You
Cool.
can check it out.
Thanks,
Dual booting.
Thor.
Thank you.
Nice to see you.
SchrockInnovations.com. Thor, I know you're going to like this.